It's actually recording.
What else would it be? No fucking recording? Close the door.
Where's Owen?
Owen's brushing his teeth. Fucking guy.
Oh, Pluto's coming.
That's the big problem.
Oh, I found this new mask. I found it off of a guy on IG, and it helps with people with large pores. So I think we all have it from mom. It helps with unclogging the pores, and then tightening them. So you have to try it actually.
Is it what?
It unclogs the pores,
Yeah.
like your blackheads, and then it tightens it after.
Clogs it and tightens it.
Yeah.
A mask.
Yeah. It's really good.
What is it made with?
I think it said grape and coffee.
Okay, alrighty. So let's start.
Is it recording?
It is recording. It's been recording.
Oh.
Yeah, but the audio.
I made a banana though, or whatever.
That's fine. I'm gonna snack later, but okay. 9:45. Let's try to be on time next time. 9:30. Let's try to wake up. 9:45. Let's try to wake up at around 9 or something. You're getting ready. Maybe wake up a little bit early so you can get ready, put your face on.
You weren't ready too, so don't shit on us.
I was ready. I was literally waiting, talking to Dad because you guys weren't coming down.
You were eating too. I saw you.
I was done snacking. I was waiting, but okay. So, welcome. I don't know how to start this, but so the backstory about this was when I was in Toronto. I felt like I talked to a lot of different people. And they all like had different siblings, and they were like really close. And I felt like what's one way to like kind of get closer with one another, because from what Dad said, we're gonna be knowing each other for the rest of our lives, of course, because we're siblings. And one way or another, like we have to get to know each other and kind of like learn how to coexist with one another or get along better. Not saying I want to be your best friends. Maybe we might, but to start, I just wanted to get to know you guys better as adults, because growing up was pretty rough or whatever. And but yeah, so that's kind of like the backstory of why I wanted to start this, so we can really kind of bond and get to know each other better. And then hopefully we can do this like on a weekly basis. And then later on, when we go do our own stuff in life and we get busy and we don't really see each other that much, we can come together, do this, and kind of update each other on our lives and see what's going on. Because so many people that know you guys, they're always like, what's Celeste up to? What's Bowen up to? I'm like, I don't fucking know. It's like, don't you guys still live together? I'm like, yeah. So, I don't know if that's the same case for you guys, or if I'm just always in my own world. But, like the other day I saw Tashlin. Yesterday. Yeah, I saw yesterday. I saw Tashlin. No, the day before yesterday. I went to go eat at like Silver Tower. And then
Silver Tower. Oh my gosh.
yeah, so then I saw him there and he was like, oh, yo, what's up, like, long time to see, welcome back. So you look like a fucking Han or whatever. And then he was like, how's Bowen doing? Blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, he has a new girl or whatever. And I'm like, I've never seen her, like, I don't know, like, whatever.
I've only seen the back of her.
And he's like, what he's up to? I'm like, oh, he's just doing his shit. And that's it. Same for you, like Forrest. Like I was talking to Forrest, the other, like on IG or whatever. He's like, "What's Bowen doing? What's Les doing?" Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So, but yeah. Do you guys have anything you wanna?
I think for a disclaimer, we do have a dog, so if there's barking and there's tippy tappies in the background, it's because we have a dog that doesn't like to
Be obedient.
keep his mouth on a down low.
Yeah.
No, but I do agree that this is a way to like bring us closer, and not only that, like we can know more about each other even though we live under the same roof, but we can have fun with it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Are you still asleep or some shit?
No.
Like, what's your guys' take on like let's say like have you guys know, like, do you guys know like what's going on in each other's lives, like aside from like you're working like this or that, like what are you guys are working on towards, what are your goals, like do you know what I'm trying to work towards, like do you guys, like I'm pretty vocal about it with mom and dad. I don't know if you guys overhear anything, or sometimes I say like little bits here and there.
I know briefly of things. I think we've spoken on the phone before,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's not just like the goals as well. It's just like what you're doing, what your hobbies are, right? And it's just like I know that when you moved over there, you became really passionate about bouldering and climbing. So that was like one thing that really was different because you didn't do it much here. When you went there, you found this like love for it. With Bowen, not really sure completely. I know that you like work, and I know that you do have a girl in your life now, which is different, and you do spend time with her. A lot of times, I think that's just the thing, is that we live in the same house, but there's a huge wall between us. Like you guys live right next to each other, and like I live upstairs, and I get it, right? But I think that's why maybe coming together like this, kind of we share our weekly things, like, you know, what did we do? What was like the thing that we learned today or this week, or what was something new that we found, that we discovered, or something that we like enjoyed doing again.
Is he?
Where's our yellow plastic bag recycle it. I just changed so mad. Why it's not there?
It's inside.
Did you
inside the bucket.
no 啦？the day recycle 成日看到啊
Yeah, I showed
you
it.
sell it in
Yeah.
but you didn't put on the because 成日想一 put gone 了 what the heck 做咩會咁嘅？
Someone stole it.
Fly away.
唔係 fly away 啊，你 squeeze 嘅嗰個咪是嘛，佢有 cardboard 出嘅係嘛，喂？
No, I may have pulled it out of there to shove more cardboard in.
哦，但係你冇放上去。
I didn't put it back.
Oh,
I
it
think I
flew,
just put it out.
flew away.
Probably flew away then.
It flew away.
係你咯，
Yeah.
你咯。你實際上係咪阿婆㗎？要 three piece 喎。
Why would he take it?
No, it flew over there and he
Yeah.
just grabbed it.
Ah.
Yeah.
They grab 咧，maybe 我寫 address 嘅喎，幾時
Yeah,
喎
he wrote an
？Get so mad 啊
address.
，big
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
Is there an address on those ones?
yeah。
So
No, on the yellow ones that he has. Do they have our address?
I don't think he went to check.
There's a camera. He has cameras.
So you just go over there and be like, oh, I'm just checking to see if my thing flew over.
Go there. You go there.
Why are you holding on to Leo? Leave him
'Cause he
alone.
came-
Rock paper scissors.
Look,
You
he wants to
go
get down.
us.
Leave
I'll
him
just get a new
alone.
one. I'm gonna go recycling depot later.
我爸爸係咋？
This is now when he comes in and have a conversation with us, and we're busy.
So there's a second disclaimer.
Is
This
it-
is our dad walking in.
This is how you feel 㗎嘛？I miss. Sorry 啊。
Looking
interrupt.
for the yellow recycling bag.
阿彌陀佛，阿彌陀佛。So who gonna tax it?
I'll deal with it. It's not a big deal.
And, can I budget in any investment?
No.
No.
Can you?
Out. Oh well. Okay, fine.
Okay, so
Nice.
to continue where we were left off.
Just like, where, like, are you aware of like what's going on in our lives? Like even though we,
Well, I know you just came back and you're looking immediately into buying probably a space to create like maybe more local and central spot for people that want to climb in Boulder. I haven't really looked into that world yet, but I do have a lot of friends that find it pretty tough to either go to North Van or Surrey just specifically to go to like the Hive.
It is
So-
really far.
It's far for them. If you make it more central, if it's in just like, even here in Richmond, it'll make it a lot easier for people that live in between. So it should bring.
don't give
quite a-
people ideas. Don't give people ideas. This is probably like a 3 to 4 year timeline because I'm planning to get a second job at the Oval as a climbing attendant. As if I get the job. But they also
When you get the job, yeah.
they're also going to they also do like climbing instructors, so like I could also teach, so hopefully I can start teaching. I climb, get better.
Do you need to get certified just like everything?
You're supposed to, but I don't know. I'm probably gonna get a certification, and then so I like know my shit, and then later on when I open it, I can start like right away start teaching on my own instead of finding other instructors. And yeah, I just want to like get more involved in the community here, for the climbing community, because it's like the same thing like your MMA or like your kickboxing community.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's a I wouldn't say it's a tight knit group, but it's like everyone knows each other almost. Right? If one new person comes in, they at least know, or like someone that you already probably know from like other gyms.
Yeah, people that want to start new gyms make noise, so we check out and see where the locations are.
Yeah.
But
So
it gets difficult and competitive because people actually will try to sabotage.
that's business.
Mhm.
That's the world we live in. But yeah, like aside from me, like it's
Happening with you, you just open up a business. Besides that, nothing else. You go out to eat
a lot.
a lot.
I haven't been.
You have a-
actually. If you check my Insta, or if you, because I do post a lot of my food when I do go out, and I haven't been.
Then not necessarily like out to eat at fancy restaurants. You do go over to your friends' places and have homemade hot
Oh,
pots.
homemade food, yes.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just like going out to eat is not as often anymore because I know that how expensive stuff is now, and with inflation and the economy and stuff, so it's hard to keep up with that. But I don't know if you know, but I'm doing Viraj, your friend's mother's brows.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gave me money for it, so
So
Give you money for it?
transferring
to transfer.
Oh,
because I require like a deposit for it. But
referral fee or some shit.
Yeah, I got a referral fee. Bowen 10.
code.
Use Bowen 10 to get 10% off of my sister's brow business.
Yeah, and then I'm doing her brows this coming Thursday.
Hers.
Yeah,
This is your first like legit customer.
yeah. Besides like friends
Friends
and family.
and family.
Yeah.
That's right.
So,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
More to come.
Yeah, I'm excited because then it kind of like opens like a door to other potential clients, and she's going to like a party on Saturday.
You should give her a business card and like
Yeah, so
here, this is where I got my brows done.
so it really does speak volume. If it like, not gonna lie, I'm like nervous for it, but excited at the same time. No shit. But and then now I'm getting coworkers asking like inquiries and stuff like that. Like other coworkers are referring to me and they're reaching out, and it's pretty awesome because it's like the pace is going, it's coming. And I did take a break from it because I was really sick for a month and a half, and I knew that if I wasn't 100%, I shouldn't be doing this, because a lot of the times with microblading and stuff, you need like precise hands, and if you're coughing and everything, you lose. Yeah, so it's not great. It's like pretty bad. It's quite dangerous too. So that's why I took kind of like a break from it, and then just worked and recovered. So that's where.
Wait, if you microblade, technically it's tattooing, right?
Yeah, it's
So you
stemming
can-
from tattoo. Yeah.
So you can probably tattoo me if I give you a design. You can do tattoos on me.
Eventually, yes.
Shit. Okay.
A lot of microblading
Turn into
brow
tattoo
artists, they don't turn
Yeah.
into it, but like they do small tattoos. So
Oh,
a lot of those like big tattoos on the shoulders and like the backs and the chest, like those are meant for tattoo artists.
Yeah.
But for
The little,
like
fucking-
tiny ones, or like even these really small ones,
Yeah.
or like really thin like handwriting, like that can be done from small tattoo brow artists.
It's like another avenue. They can,
Yeah, exactly.
They can earn some.
Okay.
Because I know some
income.
people who've like done that as well. Big
Hopefully
brows and
you can get to that level soon, because I've been itching to get a tattoo, a first time tattoo.
You don't expect her to like draw a dragon on you.
no, hell no, I can't do that.
Shit, how'd you know?
I always
Okay.
want a dragon. When he want a tiger?
Yeah, same.
Same shit, you know.
Same.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you guys wanna throw out there?
Oh, I guess later today.
Or I guess what
I
are you guys up to? Yeah, later today. What are you guys up to?
We woke up to this, and then later today I have to help out, I guess. Right now I'm like in between, not necessarily in between gyms, but I help out between two gyms. And
One of those in Coquitlam.
no, that's Titan.
Where are the two locations that you?
One is in Ironwood, the other one is in Steveston.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's in Richmond.
They're both in Richmond. Distance and timing wise, it depends on my schedule. So I'm trying to create and stick with a proper schedule. Maybe in the next month, I'll just be rehabbing my foot and my shoulders at the actual fitness gym with like Dustin and Simon. But for this morning, I got invited to go, I guess, help out. They opened up, not opened up, but there was a jiu-jitsu gym that wants my friends that opened up the gym in Steveston to run their striking program.
Mm.
And it's actually right beside my work. So in the future, they'll probably get me to run the beginners program.
Oh, nice.
Like right after work and stuff.
Yeah, it's literally a 5-minute bike ride with the e-bike, so it is actually really, really close. It's on number 6 road. If you drive by often enough near Mom's work, and then you'll see like I think there's like a new Indian cuisine place that just opened up around there.
Is there one north of Mom's workplace or south?
Just right on south.
Or south. Okay.
More south. I just found out we're gonna go there today. Starts at about 12:30, so I'm gonna get there at like 12 just to check out the place, sign waivers. Yeah, it's been fun getting to coach and corner people, like the one I went to. Yeah, I went to coach someone in Chilliwack, I think a couple weeks ago.
Holy damn, Chilliwack.
Yeah, it was quite far because Friday we had to weigh in, go home, and then go back and fight on the Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
But that just comes with, people that want to compete.
But I find that stuff is like quite rewarding. It's like
It is.
coaching someone, you can kind of like develop them.
Yeah,
and then,
you
like,
develop
that's your
a
work.
relationship, and that's like, you see your work transpire onto the athlete, and
I saw you
just
rapping one of them.
Yeah,
recently. Is
yeah.
that one that was competing?
yeah, that's the
Oh,
guy
that's
that's
cool.
competing.
The big white guy.
The big white guy is Tyrone.
Tyrone.
Yeah. Yeah. His name's Tyrone. He's a big white guy. He's had he's had a few amateur fights, so I wasn't really worried about him, like the nervousness. I didn't get to spend a lot of time with him in terms of developing up his game or his striking style, because he already has one. So all I did really is just made sure he didn't get knocked out, and I did that. I wasn't gonna change a man's style after he's been training for almost a decade. I can't necessarily, remold him. So all I can do is just, fine tune certain things, make sure his hands are up, and
Doesn't gas out.
doesn't gas out, which he did after the first round. But they both did, and yeah, I'm just happy he won. He came out
That's
okay.
good.
Yeah, so it's not like it's his first rodeo. He's had, he's had fights before. So it's not like he's going in there fresh, and he can fight. He's, we've sparred, we've trained with each other. He's a strong fella. He's just like, again, tries to go back to boxing while he's kickboxing, so it's not a good thing. He draws his hand down, and he doesn't keep his left hand up, and half the time during the fight, all you can hear me is just screaming, "Keep your hands up! Keep your hands up!" Yeah.
Was there a full recording of the entire fight?
We do have the full recording. It's on YouTube.
So you can hear. Are you able to hear you?
You'll better hear me. Yeah, you'll hear me just screaming knees or hands. Because all I said was hands. Because we said that if I said hands, you have to commit.
Shoulders, knees,
Yeah. Yeah, at that point, I'm telling him to dance. Yeah. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes song at that point. But it was fun. Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
And then we have a few more coming up. A lot of other people want to compete. And a big, I think, portion of the team wants to compete. So we'll have to do like team sparring, get these, kids ready. Because a lot of the times you think it's like team sparring, everybody wants to be very light on each other. But there needs to be days where it has to be like hard sparring rounds where you're actually going quick and you're trying, not necessarily trying to knock them out, but like, you have to acknowledge that you got hit and you're about to, continue getting hit.
Like mimic the real fight.
Mimic the real fight. Maybe really hard 100% body shots are fine. You find openings, you fake and you feint, but when it comes to the head, maybe like the
30%
speed is
not
there.
as-
Yeah,
not as fine.
the speed is there, but the strength won't be. You'll just tap the person, but they'll acknowledge that you've been hit, and you're gonna react to actually, the impact, as opposed to just like taking it and then returning like nothing happened. Like that's not how you should be training.
Did I
Yeah.
tell you that one time I was sparring with like friends
Mhm.
at my friend's house, and then
Half
the-
of you are all 6'2" lean backers. Just
So we had like we all had gloves or whatever, and then this one guy, he was like, "Oh, no headshots, but 100% shots to the body."
mhm.
I was like, "What the fuck? Like, you're just gonna ram at each other, just like
Mhm.
like there's no
It's all-
point.
it's all body
it's,
hooks.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point." But he was like, "No, like all my shots are 100%, so I don't want to hit your head." In the end, he still hit me in the jaw at 100%, and it clicked it, and then like I couldn't open my jaw for like a month, or not open it, but I couldn't like open it all the way.
Yeah.
It was like pretty fucked up.
And no mouth guard, I assume.
Yeah, no Martha guard, no nothing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Street fighting
But
between friends.
it was so funny though. Like, but it was on me because I was like ducking under shit, but I don't really need to duck under shit because like what else am I supposed to do? Like you're coming at my body, I can't just do this because like you're just gonna just straight line down the middle, and then I can't just go all the way back unless I'm going forward. But then eventually we're just hugging each other, and there's no fucking point of reenacting Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather.
Moid Fayweather.
But yeah, I was like, we were fighting and just boom, knocked my jaw, and then he was like, "Oh fuck, I'm so sorry."
Oh,
Like,
that sounds
Everyone's sorry after they take that big blow.
Oh, for sure.
And then I was like, yeah, that's why I was like, do like 50% headshots, but like body shots, no problem.
50% is still pretty hard. It should be like, yeah, definitely light shots, but
Just
to
like a tap or something.
to set up other things, right? You're not
Mhm.
just you're peppering. They call it peppering. You're not peppering to
Volleyball.
hit, full blast in the face. You'll take it or you'll guard up. But to decide to go full 100% clip on body, especially body where everyone's just like this
Or just like
or like
you just-
this.
you just, like,
You're going like this, and then something will happen. The glove slips, and then you take a
no,
shot
we
to the
straight
face.
like roundhouse right hand hook to my jaw like this.
Oh my god.
You got overhand basically. Like, yeah. You still hear it click.
That's alright though. I can eat now, so. And it's been a couple of years.
Oh, this has been a couple of years. Yeah, because I haven't heard you say anything about training boxing or.
Was that time
Any-
when I asked for those gloves, and then later maybe like we were boxing more, and then after, we went to like we went to Andy's house, or whatever,
Mhm.
and there's like this one spot in his
Mhm.
house that has like light, and it's like a square, and then like it looks like a
Let's
crazy.
get
ass-
ready to rumble.
Legit. It's like, and then everyone's like, all our friends are just in a circle. There's two guys in the middle,
Let's get,
and then we're like, okay, let's go.
get some bets in.
Go at each other.
Holy cow.
When your boy's telling you to hang with the boys.
Yeah.
Hang with the boys look like.
Yeah, this is what hanging with the boys looks like.
Fucking scrapping each other.
Yeah,
It was fun though.
that's good.
Not until like not fighting him, but like when I was fighting with other people,
Mm-hmm.
they're more controlled. That's why he was just.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why you don't step in the ring. You can tell. You if you have an eye.
No
for
one
it.
would fight him. He wanted to fight, and
Yeah.
then no one was like, "No, I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting you." And then I was the only like other bigger guy, and they're like, "Yo, just go." I was like, "Okay, fuck, fine."
It's the
Mhm.
moment you got hit when everyone's like, oh, like that.
Yeah. Everyone was like, "Oh fuck!" And then he was like, "Yo, I'm so sorry." He like, gave me a hug. He's like, "Are you okay? I'm so sorry."
And everyone's in their heads like, yeah, that's why I stayed. That's why I didn't go.
That's why.
No, like
that's-
they're like, yeah.
so
Andy
good.
was like, I think Andy was like, "That's why I did." I said no to like fighting him or like sparring with him and shit.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, that was a good experience.
What are your plans today?
After this, I'm going bouldering.
Mm.
But I'm meeting bouldering with someone that I haven't like seen in a long time. And then after bouldering, I'm gonna go watch Demon Slayer movie.
Yeah, the
Um,
actual Demon Slayer movie just
Yeah.
came out like
new
a
one.
few days ago, which
Yeah.
is
Apparently,
exciting.
it's like a couple episodes of the last season, and then a little bit of the beginning of the new season, like just put into a movie. But I'm going with some BCIT friends
Mm-hmm.
that I haven't. I just saw them yesterday actually, but prior to that, I haven't seen
Were
them
they
for a
ones
while.
were they the ones that you took photos of when you graduated?
Yeah, yeah. And then some of their other friends, and I
The
was
ones
just
you
like,
cropped into?
yeah, or not all of them, but some of them are coming. But yeah, like coming back from Toronto, I realized like I need to really put an effort into seeing my friends, not just seeing friends that are like just convenient for me, but actually putting the efforts and like going to places and like going to things and like because they're like doing the same thing. They're putting the effort. They're like transiting. They're going out of their way to like hang out with me and everyone else.
And then you have like
And
a
then-
car too, right?
And I have a
So-
car, right? So it's more convenient with a car. But before I was just like, oh, I'm not gonna go out. I'm tired. Like I don't want to do this or whatever. Even though like now like if I don't want to do it, like I'm just gonna go and like do it and like meet new people. I met some new people yesterday.
Well, that's new.
And then
That's like you've never really put yourself out there because you were always more of an introvert. So good on you.
I don't know. So that's like one thing I kind of like really took back from Toronto, just like to really get myself out there, meet new people, and then the new person I met yesterday, he also climbs too.
Mm.
So I'll probably go hit him up and climb with him from time to time.
You didn't tell Born the story about how you met a
What?
a pansexual in
Oh.
Toronto.
I get it. He made a pansexual.
Yeah, it was just like in Toronto. It's like I would say it's like Vancouver but amplified, and then in certain areas, Davie Street. There's Church Street. It's funny because it's Church Street, but
Ironically, yes.
yeah. So,
It's for the gays.
or like not just gays, like LGBTQ.
It's for the
Yeah, LGBTQ.
the-
Yeah,
and- yeah.
LGBTQ. We were talking about how there's so many other letters added to it over the course of like the pandemic.
We'll get to that
Era.
in another day.
yeah. We'll get to those alphabet people another day. You can edit that out if you want.
Raw. This is gonna be raw. Yeah, I met like some cool people. Like aside, like there's nothing wrong with like being pansexual or like whatever you identify as. So like I met him, super chill guy. Like he gave me rides around like from the bouldering gym back to my place. He would always like come out of his way. Like he lived in Brampton. I don't know how far that is from like downtown Toronto, but it's like at least an hour and a half drive.
Far.
It's pretty far. And then he would like come out, like I would be like, yo, I'm going climbing, like, do you wanna go? He'd be like, yeah, sure. And he didn't have a pass. He would pay every time like a drop-in fee. And drop-in fees are like $27, $28 per visit for like a day pass. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? That's so expensive. Like at least get a 10 punch card. But he didn't. I told him to get like maybe like some other stuff, like a month pass. He would have made like, if you go at least 4 times in that month, you already paid for the month pass. And then that month that I went very often. He went maybe at least twice a week with me. And oh my god damn. And he wasn't working too. He's an audio technician as well. Just like DJ shit too. But yeah, he's a super chill guy. And then like just seeing him really like put in effort into like coming out to like hang out with me, go climbing, and climb with other friends. I was just like damn, I need to step up my game and like actually like go out of my way to like do things with people. So yeah, what are you doing?
After this podcast, I started taking drawing classes. It's one of those things that like they offer to like the community and stuff like that, and you like pay like $30-$40 or something like that.
Is it on like the Richmond website or something?
Yeah, Richmond website, and then it's at the nature park. You know where the Save Gas is?
Yeah.
On number 5.
Number
Number
yeah,
4. Sorry, no. Yeah, number 5.
5 and
in
Westminster.
Super safe.
So like it's just like that corner where there's a bunch of trees and there's like a light up.
The planetarium, whatever thing is it?
the Birds Place.
The Bird Place.
Oh, bird.
Yeah, the Birds Place. So my friend asked if I wanted to join because like his friend asked if they wanted to go for a drawing class. They don't have any like, kind of experience. Just thought to try something new, like just like what you were saying about trying things new, right? So I was like, okay, fine, sure. Like, I'll join with them. I haven't drawn in like for the longest time in my life. I used to love it. I did a lot of it in high school, and then so we get there. And then I was just like, we're kind of like trying to predict what type of people are going to be there. And then I was like, oh, it's going to be so great if it's like little kids, blah, blah, blah. We get there, it's like retired people.
Oh, so you've been there before.
So this is my second class. It's only like 3 classes.
Okay.
And
yeah, it generally is.
yeah, it's only a few classes. So it's been great so far. And like the people are really nice. And yeah, I didn't tell any of them that like I used to draw, I used to sketch. So when I get there,
Smurf.
what?
It's when you have a skill already down and you pretend like you're a beginner. So there's a lot of
Or
videos.
like a beginner course or level,
Yeah.
and you just be
Like, for example, there's a lot of videos out there with black belt jiu-jitsu, and they go in and they put on a white belt and they go and roll and they go spar with the students, and they're wondering, you trained before? It's like, no, I did a little bit of grappling. It's like, no, you actually are black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny.
So that's what you're doing. It's called smurfing.
Yeah, and then so I get there, and then I don't know why the first class was just like the teacher teaching us, or getting us to understand. I guess she's just trying to teach us to understand like shading and shadows. And when the light is direct onto an object, you're supposed to know which areas, the corners, or like which to shade. So she gets us to like shade, to draw a mushroom and to like pinpoint at the sunlight where it's directing, and then shade, right? So we're drawing we're trying to draw a realistic mushroom. So I'm drawing and I'm super quiet, and then she starts asking questions midway of like sketching, and then they start answering the questions, and I'm like in my own words, just like continue just drawing. She comes around and she sees I'm really quiet, right? She comes around, and she asks me the question, and she's like, "How are you doing?" She's like, "Oh my god!" She's like, "Can I show this?" I was like, "Okay." And then she goes up to class and she's like, "Everyone, look at this!" And then my friend looks over and he was like, "What the?" He was like, what did he say? He was just like, "Oh, you're such a teacher's pet. Like, what the hell?" He was so mad. And then, yeah, and then after that, like, we were finishing drawing, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, "I'm not going to sit next to you the next class."
You're one of those students.
And I was just like, it's fine. I was just saying, like, everybody learns, and like, I've been drawing since I was like 5, and I've taken breaks and stuff like that. But like, there's no like, not everyone's perfect yet. You have to start somewhere, right? For drawing, just like anything, you just continuously practice over the years and over and over and over again. But he was just like not happy because he like looked at his shit. He was like, "Nah." He's like, he even talked to me. He was like, "I gotta practice before tomorrow's class." I was like, "What do you need to practice about?" Yeah, so, but yeah, it was nice. It was fun, and he was just saying like, "Yo, you could tell she really likes you. The teacher likes you." I was like, she likes everybody. She's super nice and stuff.
No, your teacher's pet.
I didn't even say anything though. I was just doing my stuff. Which is so crazy though, because like she showed us her sketchbook, and how like photographers, they have like their photo albums or like digitally and stuff like that. But for her, like, she's been to places in Africa, like Swahili and stuff like that, and then
Swahili.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Isn't that a language?
So where's that place that speaks Swahili?
I don't know.
Oh, but like places that speak Swahili, or like, I don't know, but places there in Africa, and like, she has like this sketchbook, and it's like basically an album of the things that she's seen, and it's pretty cool because like she'll see something really fast and she'll sketch it really fast, and then she'll like kind of label it colors if she doesn't have any crayons, and then she goes back and she like colors it, and you can see just like the things that she's seen through her eyes onto the sketchbook. And like she'll even draw like hippos and zebras, and she even draws like hippos' butts and stuff like that. It's so cool, and it's super detailed. And like even like she sees like a bug, and then like she brings like a magnifier and she goes in and she like really takes like super detailed. She sketches all out, and her book's like this thick, of just that place.
Damn.
Yeah, it's such a skill. It's so cool. But yeah, that's exciting to see. Yeah, but after sketching, I'm just gonna work on my brow stuff, keep practicing and creating content and nonstop at that kind of stuff, and coming up with ideas. And then I gotta plan out a schedule for Ryan that's coming.
Oh yeah, Ryan's coming.
Yeah.
He asked me.
All Ryan.
Huh?
No.
I don't know.
A home.
I don't know
Ryan
if you.
said.
I don't know. Did you ever meet him? I don't think you met him. Did he meet him?
He's met him once.
A long time ago,
He
but
always,
not
like,
recent though.
Hung out with a ton, and like I thought.
Picture.
You'll probably remember him.
I don't think you saw him when we went back
No,
last time.
we didn't.
You missed him because you went
left
to
Yeah,
Thailand.
he left to Thailand. So, but I guess you'll see him again. But yeah, he's coming here for a month.
And he was asking me like what mom and dad fancies.
Oh wow, you want us to get something for them?
Yeah, he's like, oh, bring some stuff back for them.
Oh no, he doesn't have to do that.
That's what I said to him, and I was like, we just got back, so like it should be good. He's like, no.
No, it's totally okay. He's already bringing stuff back from mom, because like.
More stuff.
It's a lot of those supplement stuff.
Okay, that's fine.
It's not like and like the water filter. It's not like but
Amway stuff.
yeah,
That's
but
fine.
it's a lot of just
because that stuff will
like
eventually.
more so medication stuff.
That stuff will eventually
Use.
be used up and gone.
No,
Aside
yeah,
from your
one of the
soap
things that like
dispenser.
one of the things that I wanted her to get was the turmeric and ginger powder stuff from Neutralite.
Mm.
So, because we don't have that here.
Yeah, he has a giant bag of turmeric.
I bought a
No,
huge bag of
no, I know that, but that specific powdered thing, drink thing, like I took it after I had COVID, when I was sick for 3 weeks and stuff like that. Like that really helped me, and it helped her as well.
Okay, give me to me. I'll look at it and I'll fucking
Ingredients.
whip something up for you. Then you guys can use that.
But it's because Dai already had it, so she's like,
Oh,
I'm
okay,
just gonna
okay.
give it.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
but
didn't
that's fine.
purchase it. She was just like, I have a lot at home, so she's like, just take it back.
It's
So
the same thing with that soap dispenser thing. I'm never gonna let that go.
what soap dispenser?
You even hopped on that shit too.
What soap dispenser?
The fucking
The one that pumps.
You know what though? It wasn't me who hopped on. They hopped on because I was the one who suggested it.
Oh, so you're the culprit.
Oh my god.
We found the culprit, ladies and gentlemen.
I was like, I saw this thing. I'm like, in my mind, I already knew.
You know why? You know why? It's because that thing keeps falling off to the sink. That's why it's annoying. But when we used it in Thai's house, it was really good. It helped because it was placed in an area where it was stable. It wouldn't fall off, and it was fine. That's why I was like, okay, this would be great. But the problem, the main issue, the real issue is the sink is fucked up. The sink is really bad. The sink over that area with all the plastic shit, and like that needs to be replaced. And we know that we need a better sink.
Come on, why are you gonna vacuum right now? But yeah, I was like, when I saw that shit, and I was helping mom pack, and I was like, yo, this shit, you guys are gonna use this for like 2-3 months max, and then you're gonna leave it on the side.
Who left it on the side?
How did I wasn't here. I was in
I don't
Toronto.
know. It was there for the longest time, but I don't know. I probably died.
I remember like using it like the very very beginning when we just got it, when we unpacked everything, right away it got used. I was like, okay, this ain't gonna last. And then now it's a fucking shampoo bottle, reused the shampoo bottle that pumps way better than
Wait,
that
what
thing.
shampoo bottle? Where is it being put?
The shampoo bottle.
It's just the reuse.
Oh, the
reuse-
horse oil one.
Horse oil,
The
yeah.
mayo
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Okay.
That one works wonders, better than the other thing. You just, regardless, you're gonna refill it anyways, right? And then that thing. I was like, I grabbed it. I was like giving mom shit, and she was like, "Okay, just throw it away." And then I fucking chucked it.
Oh, you did throw it. It's gone now?
It's gone now. I threw it away.
Yeah.
'Cause it's just sitting there, it's taking up space, and we're not gonna use it.
No one's gonna
There's
use it.
No point.
I found that in Asia they don't use a lot of liquids. They use like a block of shampoo, or not shampoo, but dish soap. So it's in like a solid form, and you just like take it like it's cream or something. So you just dip the sponge into it, and it's actually a thick block of concentrated like just soap. So I found that to be a lot easier to use, because then you don't have to deal with liquids. If something spills, you gotta pump.
You don't have to
So all you
refill
do,
shit.
you just like touch it, and it has so much soap on it already. So I was surprised that a lot of people use that. It's maybe even better to try and use something like that, because it'll just sit there and it hardens on its own once it's not like it'll fester other things.
That's true.
Yeah.
Can that pick up the vacuum really
Yeah.
clearly?
I can hear it.
Is it really loud?
It's okay. Also, you're very quiet. You're far away from the mic. You can't really hear you sometimes. Or not sometimes, but like.
Most of the time?
Not most of the time. You're just a little quiet.
But what about when I laugh?
Of
It's
course.
the only thing you can hear.
You just hear me in the background the whole time.
Yeah, hopefully like all this shit that we have is gonna be gone. I told mom and dad by this weekend. Probably not gonna happen, but I wanna get all this shit out. And then also, what was the thing I asked you to do?
I don't know, put away my books. Hang the bike?
Yes. Did you find a solution?
Yeah, I did. I gotta order it.
Okay.
Little
Where are you gonna
sketch.
hang
Little
it?
sketchy.
I was gonna move it over there. I don't. There's other things that you can, like on the. That's just on the floor.
On the
It's
floor.
up to you, but we can figure it out.
I really wish
It would just be Jeffrey's bike.
I really wish we could have. We would be able to hang that one up there instead of that nature one. It's just this one's too big.
I think we're gonna put the TV up there later.
I'm gonna drill the TV up there and then have the bikes
I
facing the
want to switch
TV.
it out now. I want to switch that one up with my other one.
But
Your
yeah.
Amsterdam one?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm debating. Kind of old. Oh, kind of old. Kind of sick of looking at the Amsterdam one.
But yeah, hopefully we can get all this stuff sorted. Did you sort your books?
Yeah. So I'm actually just gonna give it to you, and then we can.
Donate it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I already
so,
have it. I already have it onto a box already. It's
Okay.
in my room.
So I'm gonna be donating a bunch of shit later, before climbing. Maybe after climbing.
Value Village. Or
The
you
books
can
I'm
go.
gonna bring to Richmond probably.
Yeah, Richmond Public Market. Library.
Yeah, like the library. I'm gonna donate those.
And then the clothes and stuff you can donate
donate
to Valley Village.
Yeah. All my stuff I already donated to Valley Village, and then, yeah, just all that shit I want to get rid of. It's like I like, you're not down here that much, because like you live upstairs or like you're staying upstairs most of the time, but like someone with like slight OCD, like when I come home to this shit, I feel very uncomfortable. That's also when I came back from Toronto. I was very like, I did not feel good for the first week. Like, I didn't tell you guys, or I don't know if you guys noticed. Like, you saw like right when I landed, I was like wasn't feeling well. I couldn't eat. That was just like from just a plane. But then that first week when I was working and stuff, like I could not focus on things. I had no appetite, and some other stuff. And then I think I got food poisoning as well.
Maybe jet lag a little bit.
A little bit of jet lag, and then I was just like really exhausted, and I just like didn't feel comfortable at home.
I think you're like me, where like your environment needs to be at a certain level for you to be able to function properly and to feel good.
Speak up.
Because like, yes, it's not as crazy upstairs, but there are smaller things that do like bother, right? And that could be fixed, and that can be cleaned or dealt with and stuff. So I totally understand what it's like to be. God damn, the vacuum is so loud. So it's just like, even like when my room is like not to what I want it to be, the standard, when I get home, it's like the first thing I do is just put everything in order for me to be at ease. So I know, so to see all of this, like people don't see it behind like the mic, like
The mic
behind the mic, like
behind the camera.
and the mic comes in talking about like when we're talking. They don't see like the madness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you just coming home, I was like so at like unease, and yeah, like I'm trying to get mom and dad to be more comfortable with throwing shit out, even when it's perfectly good thing.
Or brand new.
Or brand new, but we don't use it, or it's completely outdated. No one uses this shit,
CDs.
and like
It's just
Floppy
like with,
disks.
it's just like with clothes though. It's like if you don't wear it within like the year or two, or within the year, then maybe consider donating it into somebody who like wants it badly or needs it, right? And he was saying the other day when he was cleaning out with dad, like he loves keeping boxes, and then dad was just like, keep that box, and he like breaks it. He's like, what box?
just smashed it. I was like, why keep it? And then the box that I am holding all the CD like cassette, like the players. I put it all in my car, and Dad's like, "Bring the box back." I'm like, "What box?" Like that plastic one. That's garbage.
Yeah.
There's no lid and there's nothing.
It's tough for them because it's not just us, it's just a lot of parents out there who grew up with not much. They try to
Hoard.
yeah.
They naturally hoard because they're trying to be as frugal as possible.
And
It's
they,
not even
without
about,
having
like,
to.
saving the environment. It's not even about the environment.
It has nothing to do with environment.
It's straight up just. I might use this later, not now, but later. So I'm just gonna save this for when I do need it.
because they didn't have the luxury back then to be able to get the things that they want and the things that were made in the past, right? It wasn't like easily accessible, so it is really difficult. But they need to start
I understand
really
that times have changed.
Yeah, it really does, and
It's a generational
we
thing.
can't have it looking like that.
Their parents probably grew up like that. Their parents' parents probably grew up like that. So it is
Well, look at
also
Emma.
on. It's also on our part now to kind of break that cycle, and make sure that we only use and
Get the
keep
things-
things that we do use on a daily.
Yeah.
And if it is honestly once or twice a year, you should reconsider throwing it out, because there is no point wasting the space to
When-
store.
when
All
we,
it does is collect
when
dust.
we went back and Mom took a lot of the time to clean out Ama's place, and then
The
a week
iron.
later I go over and
All the shit's back.
all the shit is like, so it got messy again, and Mom took so much time cleaning it, right? And then I was just like, Mom told me, she's just like, when you go there, take a photo for me, right? And I go there, take a photo. Ama catches me. She's like, what are you doing? And then I was like, no, nothing. And she's like, you better not do anything. And I was like, no, nothing. And then like, I never ended up showing Mom because I think she would have lost it. But during the time that we were there, Mom ordered like a gigantic cabinet instead of those like open, just tables that she stacked. So at least it's like organized and stuff like that.
And
So
closed off.
it's closed
from
off, right?
vision.
It looks so nice now, and everything's organized, everything's put together. It's just so much more space, but when it comes to more space, it means you can put
More opportunity to
things.
put things.
Yeah, exactly. So I wonder what it's like now. But usually it's always Xiaoyi always going over there and cleaning every Chinese New Year. She like takes a bunch of stuff, and it's like even those like egg cartons that
Oh yes.
she keeps them. She likes to stack them, tie them up, and then they try to throw it out in the front yard, but she takes it back into her living room.
It's like a hobby. Just stack. How high can you stack it up?
Oh, these are just. It's just hoarder tendencies, you know. So.
But that's why I was like telling Mom, Dad, even like you guys. I'm like, the stuff that you use on a daily basis or whatever, or like your personal items that you don't want to throw away, keep it in your in your room.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you don't use it, but it has like sentimental value, don't just throw it on the side and like let it collect dust or like whatever. Like, put it away somewhere in your bedroom where, like, because that's your space, right? The only space I kind of take up outside of my room is where I do my work in my like my desk and office space. Right? That's literally about it. But that's because like that will not fit in my room because my room is fucking tiny.
Mm-hmm.
But aside from that, like if I had the opportunity, that would be my bedroom. And then just like some other stuff from like around the place. But like I don't take up that much space.
Mm-hmm.
Less stuff, like less clutter, and like less problems later in the future. So that's why I told Dad, like, all those books, put it in your room, because you said you want to keep it and read it, then it's going to be perfectly easily accessible to you when you need to read it and want to read it, as opposed to shoving it in a drawer somewhere and you never see it again. And then the next time when I say I'm going to throw it away, you're like, no, I want to read it. And it's just like, just sitting there doing jack shit.
Yeah, you really need to be. It needs to be present in front of you in order it to be used. If not, then it's just collecting dust, like you mentioned.
Yeah, some of that foot massage, like the soaker thing.
Yeah.
Like mom, dad brought it back, and they said they want to use it. They used it. I've only seen them use it like once or twice, and they kept it down here for like a year, 2 years. Like it was the last time we went back, not like pre-COVID. It was the last time they brought that back, and then I brought it back upstairs, and Dad was like, "What are you doing? Like, don't bring this upstairs. Put it downstairs." I'm like, "The fuck? Like, I'm not gonna use it. Like, he's taking up my space downstairs. Like, fucking keep it upstairs." And then Mom was like, "I brought that back. I brought that downstairs. Like, or I put that downstairs for a reason. Like, I don't want it up here. It's like it looks so gross." I'm like, "Fuck it looks so gross down here. Like, I don't want that shit down
Out of
here."
sight, out of mind.
Exactly. And then I was like, if you're gonna use it, you say you're gonna use it, then keep it upstairs. When are you gonna use it? Before bed or when you watch TV?
Yeah.
Right? If you're gonna watch TV and do it, then keep it next to the TV. If you're gonna do it before bed, then put it right next to your bedroom.
Perfect time would be TV. Because they're just sitting there or lying down. They could just soak their feet.
Exactly.
I think one of the things is just like it's just like having a new toy or a new gadget, right? It's just like it's great at first, but if you want to make use out of it, you have to be consistent. And one of the things that they have trouble with is being consistent. Right? And it's because they're always so tired.
But they're capable, because
No,
Dad.
for sure, yeah. But there's and they admit sometimes they can be lazy and like because they're getting old and stuff like that, and they just rather just sit there and whatever is easiest is the best for them, right? So that's the thing that's for them is they don't have that consistency.
It's an endless cycle for them. They're tired, but they don't work out. And then, but the funny thing is,
I would say our parents are pretty fit for like their age.
yeah,
Compared to a
that
lot
is-
of parents out there who don't do, like Mom who does yoga. Have you ever taken the yoga classes with
No.
us? Bowen has. Bowen knows like
Pull
how
the hammy.
crazy it is. How crazy it
Pull
is.
the
And
hammy.
for our mom to do that, I know she seems like, oh, you guys kind of doubt her of her strength and stuff like that, but she's quite strong for her, especially having a heart condition. And also like Dad, like he, stationary bikes.
He stopped though.
He stopped heavily, and also because he no longer lifts pretty heavy at work.
Yeah.
That's one of the big things that really dropped his weight. You can see now, no matter how much he gets on the bike, he won't lose that weight as efficient as he was when he was lifting boxes.
But it's also like his back injury, right? Remember when he had that? I don't know if you guys remember.
Yeah,
it was really
it was
bad
long.
that he could not sit down at all.
yeah,
It was for like a solid month of pain.
2018, 2019.
And it was really tough for him. So, but to have that injury and continuing on like lifting boxes and then still doing stationary bikes, a lot of parents at their age or even younger don't even go exercise. So it's good.
That's their silent killer. People who don't exercise are more likely.
I'm trying to get. I brought like my gym pass and stuff. It's like I can bring free guests.
Oh, that's good.
So-
I wish my Anytime Fitness could do that.
I'm gonna bring Dad, like get him to do some lifts.
Yeah, I got Mom to. Sorry, you were saying.
No, I'm just like I just want to bring Dad to the gym more, and then get him to like move, do exercises, like use the muscles before like you lose them.
Yeah, that's true. I'm
Use it before you lose it.
I started spin. I forgot to say that. I started spin, and
Oh dear.
dude, I freaking love it. Like, got really into it.
It's tough. All these things I've done. Yoga, hot yoga, spin class. It's different
It's
style
so
of
good though.
cardio.
Like, it's just the music that they play.
I
Well,
can't
it's
do
like,
those things because like I don't know.
I don't know. But I think it's because you're too tall or something.
No, it's not too.
Is it hard to
it's,
knit or something?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's just a mentality thing. Like I can't just sit there, listen to an instructor, and be like go 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 whatever.
No, it's not just like you're just sitting there. It's like she makes
Okay,
you.
I know. Like, I mean, like you're stationary,
Yeah.
and like you're doing something. You're doing it to complete whatever the class or whatever. But like in my sense, like I need to do something in order like with the bike. Like if I'm biking, I have to bike up Cypress or something, or I have to like run like a marathon, or like when I was like running. I hate running, right? But when I did BC Ultimate, like I ran my ass off like a fucking dog. Like no matter how tired I was, I pushed myself to the point where like I would be gassed out at the end of the point or whatever. because like I knew it was for
Oh,
that
so you need
game.
to see like so you need to see like the oopsie. So you need to see like the end goal. So it needs to be visually.
Yeah,
It
so
can't
like,
just be a mentality.
it can't
thing.
just be a mentality thing, and I'm like,
Okay,
I can't
okay.
just like, so like when I'm going lifting at the gym, like I'm trying to hit these numbers. I'm like trying to get bigger size and like higher numbers and whatever, right? I'm not just there to like freaking like CrossFit shit, or not CrossFit shit. CrossFit shit is pretty hard, but like,
He's just gonna shit on another.
but
No,
like,
I just like I love it because it's just like it's a mentality thing. I think also like yoga is a mentality thing as well. So I love things that train my mind and pushes me and have that breakthrough, which I do enjoy a lot. And also like resistance and stuff like that. They have that thing on the bike where you can up the resistance, lower it, and stuff like that. And like they play like hardcore like EDM music, or it depends on what kind of instructor's teaching you and stuff like that. But you see like it's not only just like biking, you gotta synchronize with the beat, the rhythm of like, and it's a lot harder than you think. Your legs are moving, but you're also like moving your body at the same time. And the beats like you're going super fast, or you know you gotta slow it down, and there are weights at the back of the bike, and you gotta use it at the very end, towards the end, where they like use 5 minutes and they make you do like these arm workouts while you're biking at the same time with the weights. So it's really cool, and like I got mom to sign up for like the free trial. So I'm gonna get her to do it with me. I've done 4 classes already with Nia. I think 3 or 4 classes already. And I really, really love it. So I got more classes recently because there was like a sale going on. But Spin Society, if you ever want to sponsor,
Shout out.
I love you. But yeah, getting I've been when the moment they were having this 3 free day trial, I started asking a bunch of people like, you know, sign up for this. It's like it expires in 2 years, so within the 2 years you can go
God
anytime.
damn.
If you really don't want to go,
He
but you
really
have 2
wants you to go.
Yeah, for 2 years. But there's so many people who like go. It's always like completely packed, and like you have to be waitlisted and stuff like that. Like a week in advance. If you don't book in the week events, everything's like booked up, which is crazy. And then there are like male instructors, female instructors. There are theme nights during like the Super Bowl. There was like a Super Bowl edition and all these crazy things. Like they have Tiesto night. They have Millennium night. They have like, you know, Rihanna. All these crazy ones. So it's pretty cool.
sounds pretty fun.
It is. It's freaking fun. It's awesome. And I think also
You should try it.
No, fuck no.
I've been trying. Also, like I think I've been doing this like workout thing with Nia, getting her into working out with me and stuff like that, and we're on this like journey. Yeah, journey, and like we're gonna start like Rumble or something like that. Just trying to do this free trial stuff.
Oh,
and see
you're
how
gonna
it is.
try Rumble?
Just try to see how it is and see
You
how.
should have told me about it, because
We
one of
haven't
my
yet. We
one of
haven't
my
yet.
friends that does work there, she just quit to move to Thailand full time.
Oh, cool.
So she'll go and coach
Rumble's the
the one,
boxing.
the
thing.
boxing one that's in the dark with
Yeah.
music on. So,
It's kind of like Spin,
yeah,
where they turn off all the lights,
yeah.
and like there are moments where they have like their lights on. I think Leo wants to come in.
Or
Yeah. So there's moments where like they make you push and they turn off all the lights. So it's like you don't have to worry about how you look or what you're biking because you really cannot see anybody.
what if you accidentally fucking turn a little bit too much? You fucking box the person next to you.
Oh, Rumble, I don't know about Rumble.
Doesn't know about Rumble.
But I'm
No.
talking about Spin.
There's some
though.
LED bars and lights.
There
It's
are
not
like
fully,
LED, yeah.
not
Oh.
fully dark,
There's some
but
candles that in Spin that they use and stuff like that, but
yeah. I
But it's
mean,
pretty
it's
cool.
Start sparring someone in Rumble next
No,
to
you don't
by
spar.
accident.
It's all classwork and then private sessions in like a very small ring.
I think it's less technical. It's more so like getting your sweat out.
It's a hit.
It's a hit,
It's a
right?
hit. It's
Yeah.
not the stuff that I do,
Yeah.
where you're actually
That's
learning
why I
technique
think
and where you can
that's
and getting hit.
and getting hit. Yeah, you need to learn how to get hit, which is ironic. Learning to get hit is actually just as hard as hitting.
reminds. Okay, this is like switching to a different topic, but it reminds me of like when you said about, oh yeah, if you want to learn how to hit, you have to get hit. Reminded me of like my previous coworker who like transitioned from being a special needs teacher to a correctional officer.
Wow.
I know it's crazy, like good on her, but like she was in training, and I think she finished a month ago, but she was in training in Abbotsford or somewhere, and it was like for 3 months or 2 months, and one of the requirements is you have to get pepper sprayed in the face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And she showed me a video. So the only difference between an actual officer and a correctional, like a police officer versus a correctional officer, is that
Get
you don't
tased
get you don't get tased as a correctional
Yeah,
officer.
you don't get taste.
So she recorded the whole experience of her getting pepper sprayed. It was so painful to look at. And then I asked her, like, they line you up, all the officers there, spray your faces, and the first thing you hear is, ah, they're just screaming. And then she was like, I couldn't see, but it sounded like a bunch of chickens were just running like headless. It was insane. And it was like orange on their faces, and it was just like the smoke was all around, and because it was like the wind was blowing and stuff like that. And then they ran to the washroom. They're just like washing enough for like a solid hour and stuff like that. And yet they were still crying. But like they needed to do that because they need to know, like you mentioned, like in order to, learn to hit, you have to get hit, right? So she had to do that.
Dude, pepper spray fucking sucks. Like I think back in high school, someone had pepper spray and they sprayed it in the guy's locker room.
Oh.
I wasn't even anywhere near the locker room or inside, but you can smell it in the gym and you'll just start coughing.
Oh.
It was so bad.
I had a hot sauce one time. It had bear mace in it, and
What?
I was at a poke. My friend opened it, and like they had this like rare hot sauce, and then like they were like warning me it's really spicy, so I just like dipped my fork in it, ate it, and I was like coughing the whole time after that.
Dude, what is with like at that point, like you're not even like enjoying it, you're just suffering.
It reminds me of the hot sauce of like when you ate the habanero
bomb?
one.
No, the upstairs earlier.
Yeah, he didn't know how hot it was. And
At
Trader Joe's.
He lathered his entire pizza. Like, you can no longer see the top of it with ranch. And then halfway through the conversation, I hear him go like this.
Yeah.
His eyes are like watering too already. It's like red.
I've had worse. The bomb was fucked. Like the hot ones.
Yeah.
The bomb. My friends like gave that one to me. They told me it was the least spiciest one as a joke. I cleaned the fucking the wing. Clean. I just clean. And I'm like, it's not that bad. 30 seconds later, I'm like drooling, snot coming out of my nose. I'm like just constant, like a fountain, just drooling. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck was that? And they're like, oh yeah, that was like the hottest one that we have. I was like, fuck you guys.
It would have been crazy that it was like, it didn't hit you, and it was just like a whole mentality thing. That was crazy.
At first, they're like, yo, you're fucked. Like, what the heck? You don't feel it? You don't feel it? I'm like, no. I'm like, okay, now it's feeling it a little bit. No, it's getting... Oh, fuck, it's getting really hot. It's just like...
It's always
kept
like
going
that.
up.
It's like that where, like, in every single hot ones, it's like when they try the bomb, it's like that pause, and then boom, it freaking hits them so hard.
Yeah, the bomb, I think that one... like, my friend, like, they tried all of it, and they said the bomb was hotter than the hot ones.
That's what everyone was saying, too.
Yeah. I think it's because the hot ones one is after the bomb, and then it just, like, on top, just amplifies it.
Now, they want to actually make it edible. The hot ones they do it so that you can, like the last dab, they probably make it so that it is also with flavor, but also spicy at the same time. Where you can actually eat it. Like, they probably want to actually sell the product as opposed to have it so niche that you only buy it for certain things. But the bomb is just like, okay, we just take the title of spiciest sauce out there.
Yeah.
And, it doesn't matter if we don't sell like 10,000 cases. It's just such a niche
They
product.
collabed with Pringles. Did
Yeah,
you see that?
I saw that.
Yeah.
It was not that spicy. It was
No,
spicy.
it was more,
it hit you. But
it was spicy if you continuously...
continue eating. Yeah.
Yeah, it was more like tangy.
Yes.
Yeah.
They actually made it pretty
It was good.
flavorful.
It's not bad. Are we on...
No, I was just checking the time, but it's around 10:52.
Oh,
so
I gotta...
You probably need to go, right?
I gotta bounce.
But, okay, hopefully next week we can be on time, 9:30. Get ready by 9:30. Wake up before 9:30.
I was up, but it was just in bed. Nobody made a movement, so I was like, okay.
I was up
maybe
by 9.
Yeah, I was up. I heard your thing, and then no one
I
really
heard you
moved.
snoring.
Yeah, and that's what I meant. I was up, and then
You know what
I heard,
think,
and then
you
I
know
went
what
back to
think
sleep.
it is? It's that while I was getting ready, I was like, I hear nobody going downstairs, or I hear nobody like
Moving.
you know, moving, or I knew
I
you were.
heard you upstairs, like
No,
when you were going to the washroom and stuff, because I knew mom was working, and
No,
then I
I-
heard dad come downstairs. I heard you.
I
shower.
was up because I was up at like 8:30 because I fed Leo,
Yeah.
right? And then after I was up, I started getting ready and stuff like that. But I think it was just more so of like
Who's
nobody,
moving?
huh?
Who's gonna be the first one to pull
Yeah,
the trigger,
exactly.
and
That's
who's
why-
actually going to
That's why
start?
I was like, okay, I have time to do my makeup.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. It's that, you know, if we're sitting down, like, yo, now, like, we're.
That's
we're
why
at the
I
table.
didn't want to say anything, and I was gonna just sit here and just start it, and then wait until you guys come and join,
Yeah.
and see when you guys are gonna get
It's
here.
like one of those videos. It's just like, you know, when they show up to class, it's like who comes in, like, for whatever, and then it's like.
Who comes in, when they come in,
It's like
how they come in.
8:52, and this person's 8:59. It's like 9:10, and then this person
Maybe.
shows up after that. Yeah.
But like,
It's like
That's-
10:30. Why do you even come to class?
Yeah.
so yeah, let's be seated. Started recording at 9:30, because we have our other shit to do, and I don't want to take too much time out of your day, to do this. So yeah. Caprando.
Prondo.
Alrighty. Yeah, that's the first
Episode.
getting to
First podcast.
of us trying to get to know each other better,
Just
and
conversating.
hopefully we continue this and grow as siblings, and hopefully by the end of this experience we won't try to kill each other or whatever, because later on the topics that I want to get into is maybe not so great, but it's something
More personal.
I think is important for us to grow as individuals and like
Siblings. Yeah. And hopefully by the end we'll be able to answer to those people who ask, how's Bowen? How's Nick? How's Celeste?
Yeah, and hopefully someday we can actually see your girlfriend or your girl.
All right, bye everyone.